Prioritizing your pain points and solutions in a product sense question is really important. And there are different ways to evaluate your options and prioritize them. Some people like a scoring system where they give a score to each solution or pain point from each of the criteria they're evaluating their options with, and then they add up the scores for all criteria for each pain point or solution and rank the ideas based on the sum of those scores. It's a reasonable approach and it works. I also like the approach of just evaluating based on using some sort of a system like low, medium, high scoring system for each of the criteria that you have in mind. You might also be wondering what sort of criteria makes sense for you to consider. My favorite for pain points are frequency of pain, meaning how often it happens, reach, meaning the number of people that are affected, the severity of the pain point and its relevance to the company or product that you're improving. Perhaps you can also think at a higher level and say impact and ability to address. And the ability to address really talks about whether or not it's something that your product or your company wants to solve given its objectives and priorities. And for solutions, I love impact and cost as the main two criteria. I think they kind of speak to cost and benefit at a high level, and perhaps it makes sense to include additional criteria depending on the problem that you're solving. Sometimes it makes sense to add something that's more about the company objective as well. For example, it can be alignment with the company goals, and this is to make sure that you're focusing on ideas that are aligned with the bigger vision or goal of the company. Either way, don't forget to evaluate and prioritize your pain points and solutions. Skipping this step might send the wrong signal that you don't pay attention to prioritization, and that is not something that you want the interviewers to think of you.